Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal Joom and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country and world. Starting with the headlines. Supreme Court grants bail to Amandeep Singh Dhall in Delhi Excise scam case. Supreme Court rules out Aadhar card as valid identity proof in motor accident claim cases. Supreme Court adjourns PIL against VIP entry charges in temples across India. Supreme Court stays cost imposed by Allahabad High Court on Advocate Mehmood Pracha for adopting inappropriate methodology. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court today granted bail to businessman Amandeep Singh Dhall in a corruption case linked to the alleged excise policy scam. A bench of Justice Surya Kant and Justice Adjourns noted that there were around 300 witnesses to be examined by the CBI in the matter and that the trial is yet to commence. The court took into account that Dhall has been in jail for over 1 year and that the other accused have been granted bail. The apex court granted the relief to Dhall subject to the terms and conditions set by the trial court and directed him to appear before the trial court on each hearing. With this order, all the accused in the alleged scam are out on bail. Dhall had moved the apex court challenging the High Court's June 4th verdict, which refused to grant him bail in the case. He was arrested by the CBI in April last year in connection with the case. Dhall is an accused in a separate cases linked to the alleged scam being propped by the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate. The court also commented that the conviction rate in CBI cases is very low, which emboldens white-collar criminals, while observing that in CBI cases the list of witnesses is usually large. The Supreme Court has ruled that an Aadhar card cannot be used as a valid proof of age in legal matters, especially for compensation claims in road accident cases. A division bench of Justice Sanjay Karol and Justice Adjourns overturned a judgment of the Punjab and Haryana High Court that had accepted the Aadhar card for age verification in a motor accident claim case. The court emphasized that reliable documents like a school leaving certificate should be used instead, aligning with guidelines from the Unique Identification Authority of India (UIDAI). The court stated that the deceased age should be established using the date of birth recorded in the school living certificate as outlined in Section 94 of the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. The Supreme Court today adjourned the hearing in a writ petition challenging the imposition of VIP entry charges at major temples across India. The petition asserted that such fees might infringe upon the constitutional right of equality, dignity and religious freedom. The bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice Sanjay Kumar said that it will examine the petition first on whether the subject has already been adjudicated upon or part of some judgment. The court accordingly ordered its relisting in December. The Supreme Court today issued a limited notice in an SLP challenging the Allahabad High Court's judgment imposing a fine of Rs 1 lakh on Advocate Mehmood Pracha for allegedly wasting the court's valuable time. The High Court had criticized Pracha for not removing the lawyer's attire while appearing in person before the court. The bench of Justice Surya Kant and Justice Adjourns said that it will examine whether the High Court's critical observations about Pracha's conduct should be expunged and if the cost imposed should be set aside. Justice Kant acknowledged that the merit of the Pracha's case before the High Court, which raised concerns regarding the security and verifiability of video recordings during the election process. The court has asked Pracha to refrain from pursuing further proceedings until the next hearing date and stayed the order imposing costs. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.